We're gonna put finish on this here, probably at the end of the stream. I like at the end of the streams.
Wraithboard says the masks are fully undercoated.
Fully undercoated. Let's go. What's cool is here in a little bit, y'all gonna see a huge contrast of this bowl.
I literally ran out on the last square centimetre of the second mask. Two Stepping says I just looked and make us laugh. Oh lordy at Mistress Mink.
Let's take a look here. Black walnut bowl before finish. Before. And look here, if you like it, put a ring on it. I love putting
Wraithboard
those
says I
rings.
need to buy new undercoats, but I don't want to support the local shop because the owner is a complete arsehat. Kenneth says, are we talking dirty to the bowl lol?
Yes. If I like it, I put a ring on it. That's what I did. This is going to be a cool piece. So there's two pieces we're putting finish on today.
Wraithboard says the bowl looks amazing.
Thank you, Wraith.
Eagle Flight 5 says nice.
Hey, Eagle Flight, how you doing, bud? I'm seriously thinking we're going
Doc asks, is that a Jethro Bodine cereal bowl?
It could be. I think we're going to tackle this dude right here. I think we're going to do a hollow form. Or maybe a cool vase out of it. I don't know. We'll find out.
Two Stepping asks, when are we applying finish?
Probably at the end of the stream.
My for when asks, Hula, why are you talking dirty to those bowls?
They like it, May. They like it. When nobody's around listening, they talk to me. Usually over a beer, May.
Doc says,
and
so
they
you
like it.
only liked Mrs. Hula when you put a ring on her. Lol. Two Stepping asks, where is the checks?
This check's right here. We were talking about the black walnut. I got black walnut over here. Let me show you real quick. Two stepping. This is where I saw one side of it. And I was like, yay! Let me show you this here. This was going to be. This is what I saw. I saw that right there.
says, Hula, you're hilarious.
What? It's May. It's the truth. So this dude right here. Look at this big old honking dude right here. That would have been two badass bowls. Look how thick that is, right? With like, there's 3 or 4 C's in here. And I got really excited about it. And last night, I went and pulled it down on the workbench. And I looked over, and I saw that. And then all of a sudden, bad words came out of my mouth. Just like, it was like I was getting so pissed off. And then I turned around the other side, and it's got this dude right here. So, that being said, that dude's kind of heavy. I think what I'm going to try to do, kind of give you guys an example. I can save.
Mistress Mink says that's a nice crotch.
Well, well, thank you, Mr. Smith. Thank you. I think we're going to try to do this here. I think this spot right here.
Two Stepping says I see at least 3 wands in a bowl or hollow form. Raven says, hello Hula and chat.
Morning,
Big
Raven.
White Wolf says, can you imagine the finials that can come out of it between those checks?
Now, here's
Spectre asks another form of Tourette's. Hula.
I know, pretty much. The problem is, so here's the issue that I've run into before. I've tried
Two
to work
Stepping
around.
says, howdy at Raven6766. Crazy Cat Lady says, I was gonna say pieces of wands.
But here's the problem. When you got checks running through that dude like that right there, I have found those checks literally halfway through.
Two Stepping says, kill TTS a sec.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So it is, let me show TTS for 1 second here. The problem is when you start going through there and you got a whole bunch of checks running all through that thing, and you're not 100% sure where everything goes. When you're going to turn these wands and smaller, thinner pieces like that, you'll find a hairline of one of those checks just running right through that, and next thing you know, you just chunked it, and then you just spent the last 30, 45 minutes working on a piece that's ultimately going to fail. So that's why I get really nervous about doing finials or anything like that through pieces that's got checks running all through it, because it's just, you're literally gambling. And when you don't have a whole lot of free time, you really don't want to waste your time digging into a piece. There's a 50-50 chance that you're going to find a check right through something. Can you use the wedge to split the checks and then work? No, the problem is the checks go off in different directions. Literally, because there's checks. I don't know if you can see this, but like right here, there's hairline check here, big check here. There's hairline checks over here, hairline checks up here. So I'm going to try to make a square out of this. See this little square here? And I'm going to make a square here, and I'm going to run it all the way down. And that should be, see on the side here, it's still good. So this dude here, about this wide, about that square, that's going to be a bud vase. That'd be a bud vase right there. And it's got something funny right there. But the problem is, when this wood was cut, When it was cut, it was a big, giant mistake that was made. And it took me a while to learn that right there. Those checks will bounce. Checks will bounce. So the ideal is that when a tree grows, the very center of that tree is what they call the pith. And the pith is the softest part of the tree. That's basically where it's growing out, right? When you cut a piece off, that is the very first place it starts checking, is right there in the pith. So pith, you want to do is you want it to pith off. You really want it sucker to pith off. As you notice, look, it's right smack dab in the middle of that right there. That is the center of the pith. You see where the cracks are coming out on the other side, this side over here? Anyway, that's the pith. That's where a big mistake was made. Boo-boo, and the person cutting it didn't know that. But anyway, that's kind of one reason why. Yeah, it's kind of jacked up. We're going to save what we can save out of it, but I'm going to turn TDS back on. But it's almost to the point. It's not the hardwood. It's considered the pith, mistress. It's the pith. It's just like this dude right here. As you can see, you see where the pith is on that dude right there? You see it's way down here? You see where the checks are coming from? It's the pith. It's where you got to get that pith out of there. You got to get it out there. Sometimes you can save the pith, but you got to go really thin and actually stabilize it a little bit. Use like CA. So there we go. The
Big
more
Guy
you know.
C says everyone calm down. It's not a big deal. I'm here now.
What's up, Big Guy C? Hey, everybody's already getting ready to throw hashtag rig if you win again this month, Big Guy C.
Two Stepping says howdy at Big Ike.
So let's put this dude back up. Big Guy C, happy Sunday fun day, sir. How are you
Raven
doing?
says, hey Big Guy C.
Raven, you streaming today, girl? I think we're going to tackle this dude right here. I think I'm just going to do a worm screw. We're going to grab it on this other side over here and see what we
Big
can make
Guy
out of
C
it.
says they better get used to it. I'm here to stay and keep them in. Hashtag feels good, man.
Feels good,
Michael
man.
M asks so it's not rigged for the Rugas anymore.
Uh,
Raven says yes, sir.
It doesn't seem that way. Sweet, Raven, sweet. I'm going to shut things down probably around 1 o'clock today.
Two Stepping says hashtag rigged against at Big Ike. Jock says now that I have my own piece, I don't think I will be as salty when I don't win.
Yeah, John, that was a really cool piece, dude.
Raven says sounds good, F.
That was a really cool piece that you got, man. I really dug that piece there. That was a very, very, very special piece. All right, let's see if we can't make it a mess. I don't know if I need to try to do a faceplate on this dude here. Part of me kind of wants to do a faceplate. I want to be a little bit safer with a faceplate.
Two Stepping says I need to get my first win, lol.
Well, all I know is somebody's going to win a really nice one this month here. Somebody is going to win a really nice piece.
Doc says
this
hashtag
month.
rigged.
I said this month.
Jock says the Spalding is gorgeous.
And that's, you know what, Jacques, I literally thought that piece was too far gone. When I twice turned it, about 2 years ago, I thought it was too far gone. And luckily, it actually stayed. And I think that's one
Raven
of the
asks
last.
what day are you doing the giveaway?
Saturday, next Saturday, Miss Raven. That'll be the last stream of the month. I got one small one here. I got one small one. I think this is about all I got with that pecan. That pecan is like very, 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 very limited edition. I think that's my last piece. Come to think of it. Because that's all silver maple there. Spalted silver maple, which is going to be pretty little bowls. Anyway. That's the good part about green turn and the bad part about it.
Two
You got to be
Stepping
patient.
says, can I tease Raven until I win on Saturday? Lols. Crazy Cat Lady says my neighbor has a bunch of free logs out front of her house if you want to come get them.
Oh my goodness. My biggest thing, I would love to come get it. My problem is where am I going to put it? Where am I going to put it? And where am I going to put it? Like these got to go out to the barn. These are all green turned here. And these need
Two
to go out to the
Stepping
barn.
says hashtag winning.
Look at this dude right here. This is that hackberry from last weekend. And look, it's already, you see it's already starting to warp.
Raven says at Two Stepping.
This dude here is already starting to warp.
Two Stepping says lol.
Were you trying to get crazy with this thing?
Listen here too.
Don't you know I'm loco?
Look at that dude right there is doing. Isn't that crazy? So for folks who don't know, this is what wood naturally does when it dries. It actually
Spectre
absorbs
says lots of moisture.
lots of moisture. So, but these will be cool bowls here in about, I don't know, 6 months to a year. I'm really kind of bummed out. A really nice one that I really liked, it blew out on me. It's not 100% total safe spot.
Wraithboard says at Texashula put the WIP photos in the show and tell.
All right, sounds good. Hell yeah. You see this where there's a branch that came through right here? It recessed in and it actually left a check right here and a check right there. We may be able to salvage this. I have no idea. Because it looked like the check stopped.